Welcome everybody to the Latin Nerds Network. My name is Jose and this is my review for Nobody 2. Of course, the sequel to Nobody came out a couple years ago, a movie which really felt under the radar. Not a lot of people saw it, but it took a lot of people by surprise for those who did end up watching it, myself included. I wasn't expecting a lot out of the original. I love Bob Odenkirk. He has great comedic timing, but he kind of skewed away from that to some degree in Breaking Bad. He's fantastic in that, and of course, a more dramatic role in Better Call Saul, which is again fantastic. But I just didn't see him as an action star. I wasn't buying what they were selling, but I was wrong. He pulled it off. Fun movie, really good. I always say it's kind of like a John Wick, a poor man's John Wick is what Nobody was, right? Not quite as good, but still very entertaining, very surprising. And Christopher Lloyd was in that film. Of course, Doc Brown from Back to the Future playing his father. Listen, overall, just a very good time, very well done action film. So I was really looking forward to this one. Bob Odenkirk returns here, of course. He's back doing what he does best, right? And the routine he had in the beginning of Nobody has completely changed. In this one, his routine now is him kicking ass and doing what he does, right, for the organization he works for. And he's working out some debt, but it gets to a point when now his family never sees him, and then he needs a little break. He needs a little time to make memories with the families. He would decides to pack them all up and go on a little bit much needed vacation. He goes to some place that his dad used to take him with his brother. The only place he really went on vacation is kind of the small little town, Plummerville, I think what it's called. It's basically, a little small little place with a little kind of boardwalk, amusement park and a cheap little water slide, location, whatever. Figures, why not? He had a good time there. Why not share that with his family? But of course, alas, Bob Odenkirk can't stay out of trouble. So, he gets into an altercation after his son was involved against a bully. With the kid whose father happens to be the sheriff of the town. The sheriff is tied into this really nutbag individual played by Sharon Stone, who is the head of this organization, running guns, weapons, whatever else through the small town. Odenkirk can't help but get involved. Things escalate. Now he's in a position where he's got to protect himself and his family from them. And that's a very simple premise, basic premise. And I'll say this: this is a step down from the original. But it's still fun. It's still entertaining. And what the original had was this doesn't. The first one had a little more grit to it, a little more edge to it, I thought personally, which for me, that's a personal preference. But this one, it definitely took a much more lighter tone, goofy at times in a good way. But, overall, the things that worked in the first one in terms of Odenkirk, he's great. The action, really well done, inventive. Particularly in the third act, they use the amusement park as the environment. That the things that they do in the environment is very creative. I like what they did with that. It's very well shot, and it's gory, man. There's some real impact moments, like, oh damn, those kind of moments. I'm talking about. So all that really worked. The cast of characters are back. Christopher Lloyd is back. I forgot the name of the guy who plays his brother. He's back. Sharon Stone was the only one who really just kind of cringed for me. Yeah, I love Sharon Stone, but goddamn, it's over the top with her. She's like a cartoon character at times. It's almost too much, but whatever. It's not a big deal because the movie doesn't rely on her. Anyway, it relies on Bob Odenkirk and what he can do, kind of his comedic timing, the physicality and all that. All that really is well put together. It's just, again, lighter tone. I think I just missed that edge. It's a short film, an hour and 29 minutes, so it flies by really quick. Like I said, it's just in and out, entertaining. Nothing earth-shattering, didn't quite live up to the first one, but still a good follow-up and all that. I hope they continue to do it because I really enjoyed the series and I enjoy him. I just want to kind of bring back a little more edge to it, a little more. The stakes I didn't feel the stakes quite there as I did in the first one. But overall, fun, entertaining, cool action. I definitely recommend you guys go watch it. If not in the theaters, obviously, when it comes home, streaming, VOD, whatever. If you're a big fan of it, there's not a whole lot of movies coming out the next couple of weeks. So if you're a cinephile, need to go to the theater, I'll definitely recommend it, particularly if you're a fan of the original. But again, it's not one I'm saying rush into the theater and go watch it, but definitely watch it at some point, theater or at home. So, Nobody 2, you guys are going to watch it, you enjoy it, let me know. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe it's the worst thing ever, maybe it's the greatest thing ever. Fair enough. Movies are subjective. It's all good. Comment below, let me know. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed money to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.